Thank you. So glad to be here.
Oh! Woo! It just brings a tear to my eye.
My loyal fans. Welcome everyone to the 2021 Gazelle Game Awards. My host name is Alex Carbajal. Thank you. This week on Gazelle Hospital.
Cat.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yep. It's right here.
Found it.
It's not on the video. It's right here. This week on Gazelle Hospital, we're going over the real Game Awards. We're also going over Endwalker for Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah. So, spoiler alert.
Yes, heavy spoiler alert.
And then we might play a little game afterwards, a little 20 questions. Stay tuned. Again, my name's Alex Carbajal. I'm here with
Trey Meadows.
Quinn Meadows.
That was a weird point thing. I may have mentioned before, I've been watching a lot of reality television, and he reminded me of Johnny Fairplay there.
Fairplay.
From,
great name.
Well, he's not a great person.
Not very fair, is he?
No. He's just a dick for the sake of being a dick, but his main thing that you were reminding me of is like every tribal council, for no reason, audio listeners, I'm sorry for this, he sits like this.
Crossed arm.
But like his fingers, like this.
It's not like finger guns. It's just like a peace sign with a thumb.
I think it's like two peace signs.
It's
really.
2 peace signs with a thumb out.
And it's like, why are you doing this? Like,
because he's thug.
He wasn't exactly thug. And his main claim for fame is like he lied about his grandma dying on national television.
Oh, beautiful.
Very nice.
It was like there's always this thing where
his grandma's like, I didn't know I died.
Well, so there's always this thing where like the families get to come in and at like Final Six or something like that, something random.
And both grandmas showed up.
No, his friend showed up and it's like, oh, I thought my grandma was gonna be here, and he's like, dude, your grandma died. And he's like, oh no. And then like, so everyone's feeling sorry for him. They like threw the challenge so he could spend some time with his friend by himself. And then they're like high fiving. They're like, yeah, we got him. They're like, my grandma didn't die. She's watching us right now.
Oh god. Man, he must have gotten his ass kicked right after that.
So nobody knew until, like a month or a couple months later once it was aired, and they have like a live finale, and people are like, what the hell? Like, why would you do that?
Did he get kicked before the live finale, though?
He made it to Final 3. So yeah, he did get kicked before the live finale.
And then they saw it, and they're like, wow, thank God we kicked that fucker.
Well, they knew he was shady, too. Like, he barely even made it, to the merge in Survivor. Eventually the two tribes merged.
Oh yeah.
He barely made it there. They were really upset, and this is also a very controversial season for other reasons, because they brought back two survivors who got kicked out, and like the whole point of Survivor is that you're on
gone.
You're gone. You're gone, but you're also
dead.
I mean, that's the opposite of Survivor. You're supposed to live.
Well, yeah, that's why.
That's why they're out. They're dead.
Out.
They execute them. No, but like you're starving. You're starving on this island, and you have no outside communication.
Yeah.
Well, so like, this is the word on the street, I guess. But it was like they were going to just send them home like they normally do, and they're like, ooh, this is like a pirate themed season. Wouldn't it be funny if we brought some back as like the outcast tribe or something?
Man.
So like instead they just put them in like a hotel, they got like food and stuff like that. So like people who got kicked out in like the first day, I mean, basically had a chance to come back. So like most notably, one of the people who made Final 2 that season was voted out day 6, came back day 20. So she had like 2 weeks worth of good food and chilling.
Oh my god.
She came back.
Nice.
So it's like, ooh, that was a bad...
Good job, Survivor.
It was a great season. But controversial.
I haven't seen Survivor since like season 1, 2.
3 is, I think, the last one I watched.
I love 3.
What season are we on now?
41.
Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, how many years has it been, Craig?
Am I really that old?
Yes. And it's been almost 20... it was 2001, actually, yeah. So it's been 20 years since Survivor's been on the air.
Did we watch? We did watch that with our parents.
So most people watched season 2 because it aired right after the Super Bowl.
Oh.
So a lot of people who watched Survivor probably watched Australia. which is not a great season in my opinion. The only good thing about it is that it had Colby Donaldson, who was like, and this is also a lie too. People call him the first ever Challenge Beast, but he's not, because there was a Challenge Beast in season 1. Yeah. Just nobody watched season 1. So it's like, it was like an okay. 3 was Africa, if that's the last one you watched.
I think so.
I loved Africa. It was weird.
Did it rain?
It didn't rain once.
Wow, crazy.
No rain down
We didn't bless it, that's why.
Yeah, Toto didn't show up. Yeah,
my bad there.
Yeah,
so. He didn't give it his
blessing.
We tried our best.
Yeah,
they didn't call him for his blessing.
No, they did not. Yeah,
fuckers, dude.
Nobody showed up, and like it was just like a weird season where people were just like really aggressive for no reason. Like they had to give them food because there wasn't like a lot of natural resources. So like I think day 1 or day 2, someone was like already feeling sick. They're like, here, take this can of beans. Ooh, I'll have some too now that the can of beans is open. And they're like, Clarence, if you were in the military, we would shoot you on the spot for eating that can of beans.
Oh my god!
Like, but it's delicious.
It was a lot. That's my Survivor spiel of the day.
Very nice.
It's our new segment where I talk about Survivor.
Was not planned.
Every week.
It's gonna happen every week.
Oh my god!
Every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyways, how are you guys? You guys do anything this week?
I went back to work after my vacation.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Why did you take a vacation?
I took vacation for Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker.
What? You did?
Yeah.
We cleared it.
Yes, we did clear it.
How long was your vacation? How long did it take you to clear it?
My vacation was a week long. It took me, I don't know, four days.
You know, I've never used PTO for a video game. Is that something
It was
regret?
really interesting, actually.
Yeah.
So, because first of all, I needed a vacation in the first place, and I was so hyped for this game, I couldn't wait for it, and I didn't want to I just wanted to get what I wanted done as soon as possible. So I was like, and I didn't want people to be like super far ahead of me. Like Trey.
People like your friends or just
like someone like Trey. Well, Jake.
When
Jake's
I have my time
now,
off, I just go hard into it.
Yeah,
it's true.
Jake just finished it today, or he's finishing it today. I don't know if he has or not.
He's probably finishing it right now.
Yeah, and then like Alex, a different Alex, finished it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Clayton also finished it yesterday.
Clayton, whose fiance's name is Alex.
Oh wait, did they ever give you the code word?
No,
no,
there was no code
I was very tempted to message one of them though.
Should we get a new code word?
Should we?
I mean,
it's
not gonna work, but
I might as well try it.
And this is pretty early on in the episode. If they
did you even release that episode yet?
I think so. I think we're caught up.
Was that last week's?
Yes.
I think it was last
No,
week.
I haven't.
Oh, then never mind.
We'll find out next week.
A little.
Okay, we won't do another code word. But
I still have time to message them.
I mean, I guess, yeah, but. Hey, shouldn't you give them a chance to know it first?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Don't mess with them. Anyways,
I want this fanfic.
I just wanted to be one of the first people who would hit level 90 Sage or 80 Sage. I guess I wanted 90. No, actually, I did it all in one day. I got 80 Sage in one day. I didn't get 90 Sage because I used it to go through the story, which I finished 4 days later.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what you liked most about it.
Yeah, what did you like most?
What I like most about the expansion?
Yeah.
The fucking trials were incredible. The boss fights?
Trials are like single, one-off boss fights that are usually longer fights than you would have in a dungeon setting.
Yeah, and these trials were so, like, grandiose. And just, like, so extreme. And it's really cool. And I just love them. Since we can go into spoilers, right?
Yeah, we're going into spoilers.
Oh, yeah,
just hard spoilers, by the way.
Spoilers.
This is like the bosses for these are just dead giveaways what happens in the story.
I'd skip ahead at least 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So you fight Zodiac, which in Shadowbringers is like one of the biggest things that they like reveal is like they summon 2 primals, Zodiac and Hylian. They summon Zodiac to put an end to the final days.
Which is the end of the world.
And then they summon Hylian to fight Zodiac, who's taking the souls of the living to fuel his powers, basically. And then she sunders the world into 12 fragments, and Zodiac along with them, and that's how the world is saved and came to be where it is in the game. So when you find that out, your whole party's like questioning, like, what is everything anymore? What are we at all?
Existential crisis.
Are Asians even evil? And all that. But then, like, you finally...
It's all a matter of perspective.
Yeah, you finally fight him in Endwalkers, and he's kind of like a little bitch.
Goes down like a bitch. But that's because technically he's still shattered and everything.
Yeah.
But the funniest thing about that situation is that you fight him. So this is the big bad, the evil man, super evil, right? Yeah, you fight him within like the first quarter of the new expansion.
Oh. Yeah, he's level 83?
83.
Yeah, 83 trial.
So everyone's
His
like,
level
wait.
cap's 90, by the way.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, wait, if this is the first trial, what the fuck is the rest of the story?
Yeah, and immediately...
Aren't we done?
Immediately after you beat him, you get like a vision of the final days coming back. Because he's dead. He's not protecting the world anymore with his life force or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going through the story, and you need to find Hydaelyn,
Which is the other god.
which is the other god that was summoned. You need to find her so that she can help you find the actual evil that that you figure out is the actual evil because you went to the past.
Yeah, some shark dumping bullshit. Yeah, no, that was my reaction too, Alex.
You go to the past and you talk with the Asians when they were normal people, and then you find out that this thing they created called Medion, it feels emotions, and it was sent out into the universe, and its sisters was sent out into the universe to find life on other planets.
To figure out the meaning to life.
Yeah, what's the point of life? What do you live for? Is basically what they're trying to figure out.
Okay.
They find nothing but death and destruction on other planets.
Maybe it's because they're like a meteor causing death and destruction.
So it was funny. So they found all these dead things, and so they're all, that character Medion is all connected with the other versions of itself through some sort of hive mind, and so they come to the logical conclusion: life has no meaning.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, well, shit, we're gonna destroy the world.
We're gonna just kill all the universes.
Yeah, they basically said we're just gonna bring all life to an end, so no one has to suffer.
Yeah.
It was basically what I was saying. And so, long story short, she escapes. One of the bosses in that area wipes everyone's memories except yours and Hydaelyn's. Well, she's Hydaelyn before she became Hydaelyn.
She's Vanat, is her Asian name, and she also puts a tracking device on Medion before she gets away.
And so you come back from the past.
You need to find Hydaelyn.
Yeah, and then you go find Hydaelyn by working with someone else. And to get to Hydaelyn, you need to appease a group by helping them finish build their starship.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it. Let's just kind of cut it through real quick, Quinn. You get to Hydaelyn. She's like, okay, cool. I'll tell you where they are, but you have to fight me because I need to make sure you're ready for this fight. Cool. Okay, you fight her. That's the second trial. She dies afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she's like, all right, cool. Peace. My job's done.
Yeah.
And
Here's
then
the location.
And then you take the spaceship you were helping them build to escape the planet to go fight the evil at the edge of the universe. Yeah. Yeah, very grandiose. Not my cup of tea for storytelling. It's still a good story overall. You get there, you defeat the evil.
The last fight's incredible because it's like she creates little planets and she has them go around the arena, smash into each other to blow up parts of the arena. And you have to dodge those, and then she rewinds time after it to do it again, and it's absolutely an insane fight.
It's fun. It's been fun. Very good. And that's exactly why, Quinn, in the Game Awards, it won what again?
Wait, we're not supposed to talk about the Game Awards yet, Trey. I'll talk about the Game Awards when I get to the Game Awards.
All right, fine.
But you know some of them, so we might as well let Alex in on this one. Because I was going to do like a little semi-game where I was going to name off the list of nominees, and you guys...
I only know who won
you
the
guys
best game of the
best
year.
Game of the year, yeah.
But,
and I don't agree with it for the most part.
I don't know if I agree.
I have a reason I don't agree with it. Like it could be a good game. It Takes Two won Game of the Year. Everyone, just throw that out there right now. I have a reason I don't agree with it. I'll get to it later. But we'll get to what Trey was just saying right now. Final Fantasy XIV won Best Ongoing game.
Is it the Labor of Love?
The Labor of Love.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Labor of Love award, basically.
Which was funny because people were bitching and moaning like, "Why not Fortnite?"
Everyone's like, Fortnite didn't win. How?
So I remember
Fucking tweens.
in the Dead by Daylight, they're like, "Hey, you should vote for us for the Labor of Love." They're like, "Why don't you fix your fucking game, idiot?" Labor of Love, my ass.
Fix your rank system first before you speak.
People were just shitting on them.
That's hilarious,
dude. Holy
they also won best community support. Final Fantasy 14 did. So
that's good to know.
Yeah.
I have some concerns about the story, and yeah, I'm gonna out myself right here. This whole plot sounds like the plot of Hootie Pop 2.
Man, we talked about that a long time ago. You playing that?
I don't even remember Hootie Pop 1. I never played Hootie Pop 2.
Hootie Pop 2 is very much where like, hey, you're the hero of time, but you need to practice. And then here's how. And then you're doing 2-person puzzles, and it's like, hey, while there's 2 people here, want a threesome? But then there's also like, oh, aliens are going to destroy the world. You need to go out there and stop these 2 hot aliens.
Yeah.
And then, hero of time, you're like, hey, want a threesome?
He's right.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing, but add some threesomes.
Right.
It's the same
exactly
story.
Hootie Pop is a very, very great story.
When you were telling me the story, I was like, is this Hootie Pop 2? I'm waiting for him to mention threesomes, but it still could be. I mean, maybe you just didn't get to that far in the game.
Maybe it's future patches.
Yeah, they're going to add the
we have to go back
later.
in time again anyways.
Yeah,
it's true.
That's when the 2 hot aliens will be there. And instead of destroying... Well, they were going to destroy the world, too. Until you wind them, dined them with a threesome.
Hootie Pop, yeah.
Hootie Pop.
Trey.
Did that win an award?
It deserved to.
Before we go on to awards, Trey, what was your favorite part about Final Fantasy Endwalker?
Doing the extreme for the first trial.
So more trial stuff.
So the Zodiac Fight, which we were talking about right at the start here. So me and Quinn's friend, my friend Clayton, we just finished it before Alex showed up today, actually. Finally beat that boss. It took about, honestly, an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Good thing I gave you extra time.
I know.
You're welcome.
Well, I finished by like 6:30.
I was finishing Hootie Pop 2.
But yeah, it was, to put it nicely, so a lot of the fight is just, okay, you have to memorize this and what he does here and here, and you have to react to these things. But then there's a moment where he rotates the arena, and there's a firewall in the middle, and you can't go through it because you'll take a ton of damage, and you have to be in a certain little pie slice of an area, otherwise you get hit by other AoEs, and you just straight out die. And you have like barely any wiggle room to get it right, and you have a few seconds to judge, where do I fucking go? And there's a lot of that moment in that fight where you just go, where the fuck am I going?
Is that one of those fights where you need like a leader to like direct you, like go here?
It's useful, but you don't
It's
need
useful.
them.
You don't need it. In our group where we did it with a bunch of randos, we didn't have that person, but we all kind of kept bashing our head against it long enough that we all figured out what the hell we're doing.
Eventually you get it.
Like, we got past like so much of it to see like the boss's enrage, which is basically you took too long, boss kills you. And we saw it within the first 2 pulls of it, and then from there on it was just ironing out all the deaths we had along the way.
Jeez.
And it's like almost 10 to 15 minute fight. So you have 10 to 15 minutes of trying to keep track of everything. My brain got fried like halfway through, so we all took a break for a few minutes.
Fair enough.
It's a pretty badass fight, though.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
It sounds like in general, do you guys just in general like trials, or is it just these trials?
Trials
Trials are like one of the best things.
Yeah.
Like the Alliance raids, which will come out soon, are going to be incredible. Dungeons are always really good, obviously. But the trials are like the main point. Like you're fighting these over the top bosses, basically. That's what all trials are. You're fighting an over top boss. It's got flashy stuff,
movesets,
flashy moves, and it's all stuff you have to like figure out and learn, and it's just a lot of fun in general.
And there's a song and dance basically you have to learn for each fight. And then from there, after you learn that, it's about optimizing what you personally do during the fight to make sure it ends faster and or you meet certain goals as you go through.
Yeah. One of the things that drew me into Final Fantasy XIV in the first place was Stormblood. They had a commercial for Stormblood. And in that commercial, they show the Lakshmi fight, which is the giant lady snake. And in that fight, she everyone starts doing a little dance because they're charmed. And then she goes in and wraps her arms around to hug them, the hug of death. And I was like, the fuck is this game? It looks so good. And so I bought it and never looked back.
She's no stranger to love.
Just because of how awesome the over the top fight looked, I wanted to play the game.
Okay.
And playing those fights makes me still think that I want to play this game. And that's what I think about Final Fantasy.
I just enjoy a challenge.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, so it hits both of your appeals.
My apparently gaming M side.
Gaming M side.
I guess you're right in the sense of Square Enix in general has a lot of cool, big, epic bosses.
Yeah.
So that is definitely a big appeal because really all of their games have something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very what is it called? It's just very explosive and big and grandiose.
I like when games have a contrast to that though. I know a lot of people they don't like Skyward Sword that much, but that first boss fight against what is it, Gear? Yeah. Incredible.
Well,
I love that boss fight.
Also, for the same grandiose yet on a smaller scale kind of thing, the final boss against Ganon in that game, when you're fighting in the sky, just on top of clouds basically, and there's thunder striking around you, and it's just a sword fight between you and another human basically. Best boss fight in any Zelda game.
You know what that reminds me of? Dark Souls, the
Nameless King.
The Nameless King fight. Alex, you'd never beat the Dark Souls.
I really should give it a shot sometime for I never really given it a shot.
The Dark Souls because he hasn't beaten any.
You never beat the Dark Souls, right?
Yeah. I did finally beat the Google though.
That's good.
Did you know you can speedrun it?
But the Nameless King fight was so amazing in that sense too because it was the same situation. Clouds, lightning, everything. So it was those grandiose fights are so nice.
Yeah, anything that makes it feel good to play.
Yeah, I like the contrast between them. The old God of War, God of War 3.
I like the new one.
I like the new one too because that one also had even the first boss fight against that guy
the random fight right at the beginning of the game. Yeah.
Well, you know what the hardest fight is? It isn't against a big ass snake. It ain't against anything else. It's fighting the Valkyrie Queen.
Oh, I don't think I got that far.
I got there and I never beat her.
I was talking about the first. I don't even know. It's one of Odin's
Baldur
sons.
or something.
What's
his name?
Are you talking about the guy who shows up at the hut?
Yeah.
He's also the final boss.
Oh. All right.
Spoiled. Spoiler.
It was kind of it was obvious because that was kind of
a long time ago.
Yeah, and it was spoilers to a game that's been out for years now. But yeah, no, that you go from fighting him and in the beginning to progressively bigger, and then you fight him again in the end, and you're just like, okay.
I'm definitely at least a quarter of the way through that game. I don't know.
Me too.
I don't know how far the game is.
It's a long game, but it was well worth it. I beat that in 2 days. But again, when I grab a game to play it, I sit down and binge it until I'm finished, and then I go, cool, done, drop.
Yeah.
Speaking of binging games, have you played Shimagami at all?
I have played Shimagami.
Nice.
Still not enough. I just haven't had the time to play it. I have this weird balance where I'm trying to manage. I want to play the PS4 when my sister's not there because she just hogs it. Yeah. But she's not there. I play the PS4, and then basically after that is when I'd have time, or I'm playing on the computer or something too. So it's I played a little bit, but I still haven't got to the next boss either. I'm right in front of it, but I'm trying to grind really. So I've just been kind of doing some grinding.
That grind.
I'm on the grind, and I also just I know I can get more of the demon level up stuff.
Yeah.
There.
Oh yeah. Just don't fall into that trap.
But
I fell into the trap.
I want to get I want to upgrade my physical attack moves, but it's not available yet.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to find more areas to clear out that on the map so that I can unlock more things to upgrade.
Yeah.
So I have like 250 just chilling there, 250 glory, just like ready to be spending. But I was like, I spent it on lightning because I was like, my guy uses lightning, and I'm like, I don't even have that much magic. Why did I do this?
I feel you.
Yeah.
Actually, there will be moves later that are physical moves that
do
are
an elemental
damage.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm waiting. So I wanted to upgrade my physical stuff, but
Yeah.
there isn't anything.
I want to do agility physical,
Yeah.
and then do lightning as well. I'm a lightning boy.
Yeah.
I that's always the those games where you can do like random builds like Skyrim and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I always first character I do, I name them Palpatine and I just go lightning builds.
Oh my god. I wish the new Battlefront games were like good. Yeah, because it looks fun to be Palpatine and just be like, grrr.
It is fun. I always enjoyed playing them.
Well, when you got EA at the helm.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see what happened with 2042? Yeah.
No, I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, their servers are already dead.
What? Dead, like, nobody's playing them?
Nobody's playing it, yeah. Well, they did a shit job at coding, so it's a buggy, broken mess. People can't even get into games if they even try.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the servers suck in the first place, so people don't play it anymore. Got 3 out of 10s, 3, 2. It's really low scores. Really terrible scores for a game.
Because these are games like I'd like to play at some point in the future, but like I'm never gonna buy these games off rip because of shit like this.
Yeah. It's rough. You can't buy anything nowadays from any game company because usually they're shit.
I just really hate buying AAA games at this point because I always feel like it's gonna be a waste of money unless like it's like a single player game and then maybe it's gonna be all right because can't fuck up servers on a single player game. Well, unless you're remember what was that game? Not City Sky, Sim City. When that game came out,
gotta be online, guys.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah. And then City Skylines came out after that, actually.
Yeah,
and then it killed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of AAA games and stuff, did you guys watch the Game Awards? I don't think either of you did.
No.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
Tell me.
AAA games, did you guys know that they're making a new fucking Sonic game?
No. I don't.
God help us
Wait,
all.
like, that's the open world one?
Open world Sonic.
Yeah,
God help us all and may He have mercy on our fucking souls.
Okay, I really love Sonic games. Guilty pleasure, Sonic games.
Yes, too bad they're all garbage nowadays.
That's why it's a guilty pleasure. This game, it's just a trailer, so I can't say the graphics look good. But the graphics of the trailer, incredible.
Could be pre-rendered.
Yeah, it could be pre-rendered, so it's
true.
probably not going to look as good as it did in the trailer. But, oh my god. It looks like it's going to have lots of locations, and it's just a free open world roam kind of thing. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for a new Sonic game. It's been forever.
What's on your Sonic game wish list?
Go fast.
Okay.
Break shit.
Okay.
Go fast.
So basically GTA.
No.
Break shit, go fast. Let's go.
No, you only go fast, break shit. You don't go fast again.
A lot less hookers, too.
There's no blow. There's no hookers. What is this? What is this GTA game you're talking about?
Here's what I would want in my ideal Sonic game.
Don't say Mario.
No.
Making out with Sonic.
I'm not. I was gonna give a real suggestion.
Yeah, okay, go for it, Alex. Go for it.
Chows. The chows in
He's so right. Okay, I'm not even fourth. Chows. Chow Garden, fourth list.
All right, well, when you reach perfection, it's
Fucking,
time.
that was perfection.
Oh yeah, we have to do the clap.
Thank you.
Clap for me.
The chows were the best part about Sonic Adventure Battle 2.
And the first one too, but yeah.
I only played the second one.
I mean, in general, those two were pretty good.
I thought they were great. I liked the whole concept of like 3 different styles to play where you got the Sonic levels, you're going fast. You got the Tails levels, you're shooting shit. And then you got Knuckles and you're like, what am I doing? I'm looking for chaos?
No. Then you got Knuckles and you're like, rap music.
I was about to say,
That was
best
the only thing good about the Knuckles levels.
Knuckles
was
soundtrack.
the
Okay,
soundtrack.
No. Knuckles was fun because you get to fly around and do whatever the fuck you want.
It was different. It was,
So
very
it was
different.
fun until you get frustrated because you can't find that last fucking piece, and you're like, "Where the fuck is this last thing?"
I don't know.
And then you go, "Okay, so I have to dig under, push around, this, that," and you're like, "Okay, fuck you."
I don't know. I've been looking into games I want to try speedrunning. That was one of my top games
Really?
that I might want to speedrun.
Interesting.
Because it's only like a 2-hour
Weren't we
speedrun.
trying to find
it
it?
seems pretty technical.
We were looking at some. One of the ones I was looking at that was also easy was called Parasite Eve, that I was mentioning to you. Trey and I were talking about we want to do speedrun races.
Me and him wanted to race each other.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Which we can all make into a thing. We can make it into like a YouTube video. Here's my thought.
Okay. Alright, thought.
We each pick a game and we all try to learn it. We have like a week to learn it and we all race. It's like we each like 1 week, Quinn picks Mario 64.
It's a weird one for me to pick. But
That's
sure.
classic Quinn.
Yeah.
He loves Mario
I've
64.
got to get an emulator
I
and
have
everything.
mixed feelings about Mario 64.
It's his favorite game of all time. It should have won the Game Awards this year. That's his thoughts on it.
I recently played this on an emulator. Why isn't this winning?
Yeah, what the heck?
I'm confused.
Wait, Super Mario All-Stars released this year. Why is Mario 64 not on the list?
What the fuck, guys? Hey, excuse me. Game Awards, where you at? I have some complaints. But for real, those are my thoughts.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I throw out your thoughts because we don't have no thoughts here.
All right. Well, anyways, yeah, they also showed the trailer for the new Sonic movie, but I didn't watch the first Sonic movie, so I kind of need to watch that one before I get to the second one.
Didn't
Heard
really
it's
watch it.
good.
I heard it was good too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This next one has Tails and Knuckles in it, and it's still Jim Carrey as Eggman, so
The best part of it.
yeah.
Is a draw.
Oh, they also were talking about the Matrix movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves was they had Keanu Reeves not on stage but like he was behind a green screen up on top.
And they're doing an interview
and
with him and his co-star.
What's her face? The one
forget
who
her name.
plays
The
girl
Trinity.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't remember her.
I don't
the
remember
actress's
her
name.
But
yeah, he's got. I love Keanu Reeves' energy.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves' energy just fills me.
what were you saying? He said that one time while he was on the stage.
I don't remember, but the one thing that I always think of when I remember the Game Awards, Keanu Reeves. He's like, "This is the Game Awards 2021."
Because it was like Cyberpunk.
No,
No,
because
this
they
was this
were
year.
they were on top of the roof from the first Matrix movie.
Oh, okay.
Where he does the dodge the bullet thing.
Yeah.
And they were talking about that. And then, they were talking about how it's an Unreal Engine 5!
Ooh, oh yeah. There's commercials like on TV.
Yeah. And he's like, do you think we'll look just as real in Unreal Engine 5?
Yeah. So he asks that, and they say yes. And then one of his next questions. So I caught this. I didn't watch the show at all, but someone took the clip of it and posted it. He's like, he turns to the guy, one of the developers for Unreal Engine 5. He's like, "Do people use this for pornography?" And the guy said, "No comment." I was just like, now you're asking the real questions.
But they released kind of like a tech demo for Unreal Engine 5, but it's a Matrix game.
Did you guys ever play? This is my favorite Matrix game. Not the one where you play as Neo, but the one I think it was called Enter the Matrix.
I think we did.
That's the one where you play
Don't
as.
you play as Neo in that one too?
No, you play as Ghost
you
in
play
Naomi.
as the girl with the weird hair.
Yeah, or Ghost, the guy.
Or Ghost, yeah. Maybe?
I think we might have.
I think that was one of my favorite.
Is that the
Matrix
one
games.
where the building... No, it's not the one with the building at the end.
They did a few Matrix games. I think
Yeah.
they did one for each movie.
But I thought this one was cool because you're not playing as the main character. You're just like one of the background characters who have some of those Matrix powers, but they're
not as cool.
Well, so like, I played the one with when you're Neo, and once you enter the second movie, it's more of like just a hassle where you're just dealing with countless enemies. You're like, just get out of the way, Agent Smith. You are just such a nuisance. I don't care about you. And then there's just like weird puzzles you have to go through. But in the other one, you're like, it's almost like that first scene in the movie, in the first movie where you're in the office. Like you're just like struggling to survive, and you have to use like your Matrix powers just to get between cubicle to cubicle.
I can recall it Matrix powers, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I'll stick with that.
I don't even know what they would be
my
called.
Matrix powers.
They hack. They use their hacks. They're hacksters. There we go.
Oh yeah, I mean, but they slow down. time.
But anyways,
What a fucking hack.
Yeah.
But yeah,
hackers.
that's a lot about the. Oh,
Report.
they had like the Game Awards has their own fucking band or orchestra, and they did like a special crossover music thing for all the Game of the Years. So they like played bits of the themes for each game throughout the whole thing.
Ooh.
Oh my god, when they got to Metroid Dread, it was so good. And then they did Deathloop after that. I've never heard the Deathloop soundtrack.
But it was good.
It was so good.
It looked like a cool game. I just,
Yeah, that was one of the nominees. And yeah, I should probably play that sometime because it does look pretty good.
I played games years behind. I'm still waiting for Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
once it goes on
maybe,
sale.
You know, the best part about waiting for Cyberpunk is you're gonna get a less broken game.
And then once it goes on sale,
This man's still got like what 20 years of backlog.
you'll be ready. I hear Ape Escape is coming out soon.
All right. So let's get into the player awards here. The game awards here. The Player's Voice award. I don't know what that specifically means.
I think it's like the People's Choice, right?
Well, the
Fortnite.
what we had as nominees was Resident Evil Village, It Takes Two, Halo Infinite, Metroid Dread, and Forza Horizon 5.
Forza.
Okay.
Forza probably took it.
Village.
I'm saying Forza probably took it.
Halo Infinite was the winner.
Fuck.
Really?
Damn it, Halo Infinite.
I just also want to take note
That was
here.
probably nostalgia.
If someone wants to take a pen and
I got a pen.
give me a check mark there for It Takes Two has lost a round that it was in. Just want that marked down. Okay, cool. So let's get past this. Debut indie game. What is on here? I haven't played many indie games this year, actually.
Oh, I love indie games. Let's hear
have
it.
you heard of Sable?
No.
I've heard of it.
The Forgotten City.
Heard of it.
Well, Valheim's on the list. I know you guys have heard that
Yeah.
one. Kenna Bridge of Spirits.
Uh-huh.
Heard of it.
And The Artful Escape.
Okay,
Never heard of it.
apparently I'm a little too indie.
Kenna, I won't even let you guys.
He's not even
we don't
mainstream
even know those
indie
names.
anymore.
Yeah, that sounds hipster. Right?
Kenna Bridge of Spirits was the.
Is that like the Ori?
That was the one that was like, oh my god, these graphics are incredible. What the fuck? I remember that.
I was thinking
specifically.
it sounded like Ori Will of the Wisps.
Everyone was like so hyped about the graphics for the game, if I remember correctly.
So yeah, it's definitely too mainstream if everyone was hyped about it.
Yeah.
Well, everyone was talking about. No one already talked about the gameplay. Everyone was just like, wow, these
The
graphics. Okay, here's one. All right, so we got studio and game direction. So there's two winners for this one.
Okay.
So we got Sony for Ratchet and Clank, or Sony for Returnal, or Arcane Studios for Deathloop, or Bethesda Softworks for Deathloop, Insomniac Games for Ratchet and Clank, Double Fine for Psychonauts 2, Hazelight Studios for It Takes Two, Xbox Game Studios for Psychonauts 2, Housemarque Returnal, and EA for It Takes Two.
Okay, I'm gonna put one of the Death Loops up there. I don't know which one. What were the two options again?
I'll let you know that the winner is the same game. It's based on the same game. It's just the two studios. So it's
Okay.
Arcane Studios and Bethesda Softworks
Okay, well I'll just go Death Loop then.
for Deathloop. Trey?
I'll say Psychonauts.
Psychonauts was Double Fine and Xbox Game Studios. But Deathloop was the one that won it. Arcane Studios and Bethesda Softworks. Mark one down for It Takes Two.
I would have also picked Psychonauts 2. I haven't played it yet, but I was a huge fan of Psychonauts 1. I just waiting for it to go on sale.
Classic.
We're going to skip esports team because I don't care.
Oh,
Strategy game. We got Inscription.
never
Okay.
heard of it.
It's the horror
the
card
horror
game.
digital. Yeah, it's the horror deck builder type game.
Oh, maybe I have heard of it then.
Age of Empires 4, Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's strategy simulation. Sorry. Humankind and Evil Genius 2.
It's either Humankind or Flight Sim.
I'm actually gonna go Age of Empires.
Age of Empires was
Really?
the winner of that one. Yeah.
So good.
I guess
Everyone
it's just
loves Age of
because
Empires. Age of Empires is a good game.
I don't hear you say, yeah, you don't play strategy games.
We've been over this on podcast before. I play them by myself against the computer and I build my civilization. What more do you want from me?
To play against me!
I'll lose.
That's the best part! I win!
I take my time, and I'm just like, these workers need to be, they need to work over
We can
here.
get 30% more efficiency on these
Alex
guys.
is just like, I like you a lot, you little villager. You stay over here. You're our king.
Let's make a picture in the trees.
I'm gonna upgrade you to a knight. You're a hard worker.
Oh my God.
We're gonna skip esports players, so I don't give a fuck. Score soundtrack.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of music and games. Cyberpunk 2077, Nier Replicant, Deathloop, Guardians of the Galaxy, and The Artful Escape.
Okay, my heart wants to go near Replicant, but I bet it's gonna be like Deathloop again. So I'm gonna go with Deathloop.
I'll just take Nier then.
It is Nier.
Damn it. I told you my
which
heart
is
wants
funny,
to go
which is kind of funny because it's a remake, basically. But
yeah, but
I play that. Incredible music. I heard Jake says Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy is a really good game too.
it looked cool. I still need to play near Automata. But,
I need to play Automata as well.
I
Replicant-
downloaded it.
That's not old enough yet.
Now that
But it's downloaded.
actually
it's ready.
Automata is old enough, and
Like
it's
almost
gone on,
5 years old.
It's gone on sale
Oh, wow.
plenty of times. Replicant was an incredible game, and it makes me want to play Nier Automata. And I did buy it, and I just haven't played it yet.
Maybe I'll make that my solo
Here we go.
YouTube game.
We'll do this one as well. Performance. So best performance for character in game. So this is voice acting.
Okay.
We got Erica Mori in Life is Strange: True Colors. Maggie Robertson from Resident Evil Village.
Oh yeah. Actually, I'm just going her.
Jason E. Kelly from Deathloop. Giancarlo Esposito from Far Cry 6. I hope I said that right.
No, he's the guy who's Gus in
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
in Breaking Bad. Yeah.
Yep.
Ozioma Akaga from Deathloop.
I'm just out of pure like fandom. I'm gonna go like everyone was hype over Resident Evil Village. So
I'll go dude from Breaking Bad.
It's Resident Evil Village. It's Maggie Robertson. So ongoing game, we talked about it. So Final Fantasy 14 won that one. Beat Fortnite, Call of Duty Warzone, Genshin Impact, and Apex Legends.
Like all these sound like okay. Apex has a lot of work done to it, but it's like Fortnite guys, look, they're adding skin.
I don't know
They didn't
why
have Naruto.
anyone would vote for Call of Duty Warzone in this. I'm gonna be honest. Like Fortnite, I guess I can understand. Apex Legends, I can understand. Genshin Impact's always updated all the fucking time, so I understand that.
But it's a gotcha, so fuck
It's
them.
a gotcha. But Call of Duty Warzone, I don't know about that one.
It's a labor of love, Quinn.
Okay.
Their labor of making your hard drive full.
So we got multiplayer games.
What is it at 50 gig? 60?
it's probably 60 something. Yeah.
Yeah, 100 gigabytes or something.
Yeah.
Anyways, multiplayer game. We got It Takes Two, Back for Blood, Knockout City, New World, Valheim, and Monster Hunter Rise.
Probably Valheim.
Yeah.
Or New World.
Not New World. You said a different one prior to New World. What was it?
Knockout City,
Before that one.
Back for Blood.
Back for Blood.
You think Back for Blood would win?
I'm just throwing it out there.
Actually, I didn't know this one won, but it was It Takes Two.
Oh.
Won this one, so you can put a mark underneath that one. Those marks. It won that category.
Oh, I think I missed one.
Was there?
I think I have 2 so far that I put. Maybe I
Let's see.
missed one.
There was one in player's voice. There was one in studio game direction, and then that was it.
Okay, so I got it then. I thought I
Good,
remembered this
good.
one.
So action game. We got Returnal, Back for Blood, Deathloop, Chivalry 2, and Far Cry 6.
I'm just gonna go Deathloop again.
I'm just gonna say Chivalry 2 because that's fucking hilarious.
Chivalry 2. No, Returnal actually won it.
Oh.
And I kind of want to play that game, but also at the same time I was waiting for it to
Go on sale.
kink out. No, I was waiting for it to kink
5
out.
years from now, I'm going to be talking about it.
Kink out its work.
You guys ever heard of this game called Returnal?
You know what was the best multiplayer game ever, Alex?
Ever?
And an action game? You know it. We love it. Nosgoth.
Yeah, I
They
did.
have another vampire game coming out.
I don't give a shit.
There-
It
it's-
does not look nearly as good.
It's the Vampire Masquerade one.
Yeah.
I wanted to play it. Definitely not Nosgoth, but
As bad...
I still would try it with you if you wanted to play it.
Yeah. Not as bad. So Nosgoth was very unbalanced.
I mean,
between the characters, but it had its weird own balance to it.
I thought everything was pretty strong. There was like the early classes were like weak as hell, but then like if you unlocked any of the newer things, I felt like you were kind of okay.
It's not even like the classes were weak. You just didn't have the upgrades for them.
Yeah.
And then you get the upgrades, and you're just like, shit, I'm blowing things up. Or,
I'm
killing that motherfucker immediately.
I literally exclusively played that flying vampire just so I could drop people on the ground.
I remember that. That was a very fun game.
Yeah.
I wish you could do private servers on it, but they have it weirdly set up that you can't do that.
I'd be so happy if we could. That was my favorite.
So independent game, 12 minutes, Death's Door, Loop Hero, Inscription, and Kenna Bridge of Spirits.
I'll say Loop Hero.
I was
don't know
gonna
how this is any different than indie game, but sure.
12 minutes got a lot of hype. I'll go with that one.
No, it was Kenna Bridge of Spirits again.
Oh, dang.
The graphics!
Yeah, 12 minutes was okay. It was an interesting game. It was an interesting game.
Yeah,
But
like
it
an
was
interactive story.
Yeah, but at the same time, it also, like, the story got weird and, like, more, like, why is it going this way kind of thing. And everyone was like, oh my god, this game's great. And it turned into, like, what the hell is this game?
When you get too creative.
Yeah. Sports racing. We got FIFA 22, Forza Horizon 5, F1 2021, Riders Republic, and Hot Wheels Unleashed.
Hot Wheels.
Oh, damn it, I was going to say that. I need
Beat you, bitch!
Forza 1.
What?
Yeah,
But I
know.
want
Surprising. My Hot Wheels!
Surprising. Everybody.
Real quick on that last thing you were just saying about when you go too far with your creativity. With every story, you want a bit of grounded realism, even in a very grandiose story, like even where you're killing gods or something. You want some sort of grounding element. Just a quick thing for you writers and or game makers who are trying to make a good story. Do not just go shark jumping bullshit.
I disagree. If you're going to jump the shark, jump the shark
Look,
more than anyone's ever jumped the shark
okay,
before.
There's a difference between starting a story where everyone's like, oh, this is good, and then starting the story with the shark jump, and then they expect it.
Yeah.
You got to give your people, when you start the story, you got to kind of leave them with what they can expect.
But, start off from the bat, jump the shark, jump on top of the shark, do a backflip, keep going higher, fly through the sky.
Onto the dolphin that's somewhere up there.
I believe in you, and I will support you wholeheartedly.
From the ground.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to go up there.
I'm not that acrobatic.
Let me know what happens, okay?
So we got fighting games. We got Demon Slayer, Kimetsu, I don't know the whole name because it's cut off. Virtua Fighter 5, it did look pretty good though. Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl, Melty Blood, Type Lumina, and Guilty Gear Strive.
Okay.
Guilty Gear.
I was going to say Guilty Gear too, but I'll go Nickelodeon All-Star.
That was Guilty Gear.
Okay, I was going to say Guilty Gear.
Nickelodeon was the I watched someone play it, I'm like, this looks like garbage. It looks like a worse Smash Bros.
What are you talking about? They had wave dashing, Trey.
They had wave dashing.
It's a better Smash Bros.
Family game. It takes
Nickelodeon
two.
All-Star Brawl.
It takes
Jackbox.
It takes two. New Pokemon Snap, Super Mario 3D World, and Bowser's Fury. WarioWare, Get It Together, and Mario Party Superstars.
I could think Bowser's Fury could take it.
I'll say Mario and let you decide which Mario I'm talking about.
Well, I'm gonna say, forget what the tallies from now on. It Takes Two won that one.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know I didn't see.
It won more than you thought.
Yeah.
Two
Games
more than
for
you thought.
Impact. I don't know exactly what that means, but we got Life is Strange: True Colors, No Longer Home, Boyfriend Dungeon, Chikoroi: A Colorful Tale, and Before Your Eyes.
I'm sorry. I do own Boyfriend Dungeon.
Yeah, how is it?
It's actually really fun.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
What is your fucking problem?
Look, man.
It's fine. It's fine.
Look, you
it's
know
an
what?
RPG dating game. Just let it go.
You
Trey.
can take the weapons,
Let me just say this.
and then the hot aliens come, and you can have
To
threesomes.
each their own, right?
Anyway,
But let me just say, Alex is the only person I know who plays dating sims.
I love them. I'm sorry. I'll stand by it.
I don't
Hootie
have a problem with dating-
Pop.
I don't have a problem with dating sims.
Hootie Pop's
Anyways,
more
can
of
I get a? It's Life is Strange: True Colors, okay?
I forgot.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry. I got distracted.
Sorry, we were thinking about his love interests.
Best esports event. Who cares? Moving on. Esports game. It's League of Legends. Moving on. Community support. We already talked about this. It's Final Fantasy. Beat Fortnite, Apex Legends, Destiny 2, and No Man's Sky. That's surprising. No Man's Sky.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, you know? I'll take that. Action adventure. We have Metroid Dread, Resident Evil Village, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank, and Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think Village will win.
I was about to say Village as well.
Well, you gotta fools, my boy, my girl, Metroid.
Oh!
Metroid herself.
Metroid got some love!
Metroid Dread.
Alright.
Fools. Fortnite should have won it.
So best VR game, Hitman 3.
Fortnite.
Was VR.
Hootie Pop
to
2.
Play it. Resident Evil 4 just came out. I really want to play that VR. Sniper Elite VR.
Hold on. Hootie Pop in VR?
Yeah.
Isn't that just straight VR porn?
Yeah, you have to perform the threesome yourself.
Oh my god.
Anyways, Sniper Elite VR, Lone Echo 2, and I Expect You to Die 2.
I
Resident
Evil
Evil 4.
too.
It's Resident Evil 4.
Oh.
Of course it's Resident Evil 4. I want to play that so bad, too.
It does look
looks
really good.
so good.
I saw a YouTuber playing it. It looked really fun.
Best mobile game.
Genshin.
Marvel.
I'm just
I
gonna
got
say
it already.
Genshin.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Genshin. Marvel Future Revolution, Pokemon Unite,
I
League of
don't
Legends,
agree with
Wild
it.
Rift, and Fantasian.
I would have thought Wild Rift could make it too, but alright.
I don't know. How many people are actually playing the mobile League of Legends?
I don't know. People are playing Pokemon Unite on mobile?
I mean, most
Yeah.
people were playing it on Switch.
Probably.
So
But people don't have a Switch. You know?
RPG. We got Cyberpunk 2077, Shimagami Tensei 5, Scarlet Nexus, which I kind of want to play, Monster Hunter Rise, and Tales of Arise.
Tails.
Monster Hunter.
It was Tales of Arise.
That game looks so
Beat
good.
Shimagami Tensei 5. I'm kind of disappointed. I played both these games, and Shimagami is the better game.
Really?
Just gonna say
I want to play Tails.
Tales was really good.
I love the Tails.
Shimagami
games.
is a better game.
I couldn't get myself into Tails.
I've played a lot of them, so I'm in on all Tails.
Trey
games.
can't get Tails.
Yeah, I love Tales.
Sad.
Trey can't get
Well,
Tails.
you could if you played
Tails miles per
too.
hour.
Oh, I could if I played dating sims like Alex. Man, I need that practice.
Hey, I'm engaged.
Look, Alex is like, look, something worked from it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Content Creator of the Year, who cares?
Who won?
Some guy named Dream.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I figured.
You figured? You know who that is?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. That's why we're nobodies.
He's a Minecraft guy.
Hey, for all you audio listeners, I just rolled my eyes.
Yeah.
Art direction. We got Deathloop, Psychonauts 2, Kenna Bridge of Spirits, Ratchet and Clank,
I'll just say Kenna because
Rift Apart, The Artful Escape.
Quinn can't do numbers.
I forgot. Ratchet and Clank. Oh.
Kenna?
Deathloop.
Deathloop?
Fuck. Should have guessed Deathloop. I always guess Deathloop.
Deathloop keeps winning things. It's pretty
Yeah.
impressive. Innovation in accessibility.
Bravo.
It's gotta be World of Warcraft. They just added something recently to increase
Well, guess what? They weren't even
accessibility.
nominated.
Oh,
So,
no
get
way.
shit on.
Far Cry 6, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxies, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, The Veil, Shadow of the Something, and Forza Horizon 5.
I'll go
Forza.
Far Cry.
Forza.
Damn
Forza
it.
won it.
I knew they won something.
Damn it. Well, they won Best Racing Game already.
They won Best Sports Racing. It was interesting seeing them go up on stage and talk about accessibility. I like that it has its own award.
Even I know people who played Forza 5, and they're like, I don't play racing games, but I'm loving this.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's got-
I like racing games. I just don't like racing games. I don't know. I really like Project Gotham Racing.
We played a lot of racing games as kids.
Did
Project Gotham
And then
Racing,
I hated it.
PGR was my favorite racing game series, and they don't do them anymore.
My
It's
favorite kind was an
disappointing.
ATV off-road vehicle.
ATV was really fun.
I liked Need for Speed Underground. I played that a lot.
We played the GameCube version of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit all the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I played the original PC one of Hot Pursuit. and
Okay.
I loved that
So
game.
much better than the new one.
Relax over here, Mr. Oh,
Well, it was like
Same game,
I played
Trey.
the original
Trey, it's
version
the
of
same
it.
game.
I was really saying I'm old, but
It's the same game, but sure. That Hot Pursuit was so good, especially
Love Hot Pursuit.
it was multiplayer. We played it with our dad all the time. We played it with each other. It was so much fun, just like crashing into each other to get as a cop.
Yeah.
I don't know. That game was incredible.
No, that was a great game. You're right. I forgot all about it.
What was there was a game that we used to play, a racing game, that like between each race you got to modify your car. You could add nitrous, speed, acceleration between each race. What was that game?
I don't remember.
Okay.
And it had like super secret shortcuts you could take throughout each. Oh my god.
Okay, I got one of my favorite racing games right here. I think it was called Road Rage 64. And it was on the 64, obviously. But
What?
you're like these like motorcyclists, and then like your whole point, like there's like a story mode, like you are beating the fuck out of people. Like you have like a baseball bat, you smack them, and you're driving, but you can't get hurt yourself because like that's fucking hospital bills right there.
Yeah.
That'll be your race winnings all gone. It's like a whole thing of just like surviving through races and actually winning races. So it was one of my favorites.
All right, so we got anticipated game, most anticipated game.
Road Rage 65.
I was about to say, where's the other 63?
Well, 64 came out.
We got Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, Elden Ring, Starfield, Horizon Forbidden West, and God of War Ragnarok.
I'll go Breath of the Wild 2.
Some really good games on this list.
So there's Starfield, God of War, and then what was the one before Starfield?
Elden Ring.
Zelda Breath of the Wild, Elden Ring, Starfield.
I'll be one of those three.
I'll say Elden Ring.
Elden Ring was the winner. Everyone's looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. They showed a new trailer.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looked good, and it looked like Dark Souls. It looked like a Dark Souls style story.
I've already made my complaint about how the trailer I saw, they didn't change the audio for the magic, which is my only peeve with it right now.
Alright, so best narrative, It Takes Two, Psychonauts 2, Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy, Life is Strange, True Colors, and Deathloop.
I'll say Life is Strange.
I'll go Deathloop.
It's Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy.
That's my other
Really?
choice, yeah.
Yeah, apparently it was a really good story.
That's a check.
Let's check.
There's someone I was watching, and he was saying, he's playing through it, and he's like, wow, this game's good. And then he kept going through it. He's like, I really fucking hate this game now because they don't stop fucking talking. Like, all the, like, when you're fighting and stuff, like, the characters' dialogue, they keep talking and saying stuff, and, like, witty quips here, nonstop. He's like, can you guys just shut the fuck up? My brain's melting.
I have a thing about another dating sim style game that I was playing, but we'll talk about it next week. We're running.
So now we got Game of the Year, which I already told you guys. It Takes Two won Game of the Year. Resident Evil Village, Psychonauts 2, Metroid Dread, Deathloop, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. They're all on the list. What do you think should have won Game of the Year?
I don't know. I don't give a shit.
I'm sorry. Say it one more time. I got
Resident Evil Village, Psychonauts 2, Metroid Dread, Deathloop, Ratchet and Clank, or It Takes Two.
I mean, Deathloop won so many. I'd go Deathloop.
Yeah, so like Deathloop beat It Takes Two in so many other, in like two other categories that they were in together.
Mm-hmm.
And then it comes to the Game of the Year, and it's like, oh yeah, Deathloop lost. Or like Metroid Dread. I don't think Metroid Dread was in
He was
the
just
same
having a
category.
tally because he's saying, look how many Take-Two lost.
It was even. It was 3-3.
Well, you're counting the Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. It's just because like Deathloop beat. I haven't played Deathloop. I don't know if it's Game of the Year. I don't know. I didn't play It Takes Two. I don't know if it's Game of the Year. It's probably a good game. I need to play it. Alex and I should play
We
it
should play it.
because it's a
You
two-player
guys
game.
were prison escapees
Yeah, we
together.
did-
You
we
might as
did
well
that
do
one.
this.
That's true.
What was that one called? A Way Out. We
Yeah.
did A Way Out. We should do It Takes Two.
And
Sounds
I
fun.
fucking dominated Quinn, by the way,
Yeah.
at the end, even though I probably didn't deserve it.
No, you didn't. You lost every point up until the final scene. In every combat scenario, you lost to Quinn until the one last moment.
There was one at the end, so in the beginning parts, it's like the shooting part, and I was getting shit on because I haven't played on a console in forever.
Yeah.
But basically, there was a part near the end where you could just punch them, and you gained health back from punching them.
And Alex was the better puncher.
Oh man. Let's go. And then there's a button mash. You already know I'm the button mash king in this household.
That was a great game. That was a great game, though. I really enjoyed that.
I know
I was gonna say, you think you're the button mash king?
No.
It's me.
It takes me an hour to type with my thumbs when I text.
God.
I don't know what that's to do with button mashing, but sure.
It has everything to do with button mashing.
I am the button. I know it's the one thing I can beat Quinn at, like, guaranteed.
Fist fight?
But I think Metroid Dread. I love Metroid Dread, and like my personal game of the year is Shin Megami Tensei 5, and then it would be Metroid Dread, and then it would be Resident Evil Village. I haven't played It Takes Two yet or Deathloop, so maybe that could change, but who knows? I don't think It Takes Two should have gotten Game of the Year, but hey, whatever. But yeah, that's all the Game Awards stuff. So.
Cool.
It was pretty cool. I liked watching it. They had a nice background. It was like a snake that was like flowing in the background. It looked really cool. Like a giant golden snake statue that looked like it was slithering the whole time, but it wasn't moving. Yeah, I like that. So what do we got here? We got yeah, you got plenty of time. So anything else you guys want to talk about?
Nope.
Not off the top of my head.
I mean, I wish I played more AAA games, I guess, to have more commentary.
I mean, you played Hootie Pop. That's all we could ever ask for.
That's his game of the year.
That's true.
Every year.
It was really rough.
Yeah, what is your guys' game of the year?
I can't say one.
Hootie Pop 2 Double Date.
Yeah, are you about to be serious right now?
Oh, okay. Let me think of a game I played that came out this year.
That's what I'm trying to do. The only thing coming to my mind right now is Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah, it'd probably be Shin Megami Tensei at this point because it's like the only new game I played.
Anyways, whatever.
Still playing Persona 5 Royal too.
Oh my god.
I'm on the last boss.
What the hell?
I'm on there.
When I went to your house that one day, you were at the boat. You were at the boat, which is like so close to you.
I'm literally fighting the boss.
He stepped off the boat and then he's
like,
I gotta go.
Fighting the final boss, you have 3 hours till the end of the game.
See, so that's what I was trying to explain to Savannah. She's like, if you're on the final boss, why don't you just beat the game? I'm like, it's not that simple.
Yeah.
I need to have the time
You literally
to
have
do it.
3 hours till you beat the game when you make it to the final boss. You have to beat the final boss, which takes about an hour. But the boss isn't hard, so don't worry about that.
I lost to him already, but...
Quinn's like, oh shit, my bad.
But after you beat the boss, you have 2 hours of cutscenes to go through. And they're good. And I love the game. The game, Persona 5 Royal, best... Like, Jake and I were talking about this last night, and I think Clayton was there too. We were talking about the differences between, like, Persona 3 FES, because they announced Persona 4 Arena on the computer.
And Switch.
But we're going to get it on the computer, so we can play it. Yeah.
Well, I'll be ready to kick some ass then. My favorite fighting game.
It's a good game. But yeah, and everyone's complaining because Persona 3 isn't coming on the PC.
I'd love it.
But we were talking about, like, Persona 4 Golden was a really good, like, addition to the game. It was far better than Persona 3 FES, which was basically Persona 4 Gold, which was the golden version of Persona 3. It wasn't the best. It just added like a bunch of it added a whole dungeon at the end of the game, but like the whole dungeon sucked, and the story was meh. And then Persona 4 added a whole dungeon at the end game, bunch of cutscenes, a new Arcana in Maria, and it was just like a really good story, and a lot of fun to play. Persona 4 is incredible, but then Persona 5 Royal blew Persona 4 Golden out the water.
It added like 40 hours.
Yeah, it added a whole new semester, 3 new social links, like 3 new Arcanas,
a new canonical ending,
a new teammate that joins you.
Yeah, although that DLC is worthless. She's only there that last semester.
Yeah.
Like if you spend money on like the outfit for it,
are you saying no to another dating possibility?
Yeah, only because I don't have time to go through the game again.
Did you not date her?
No.
Who did you date?
Who do you think I picked?
You did Anne again?
Yes!
I hate you. You did Anne already! Why would you pick her again?
Because I didn't finish the game.
So let me ask you this. When you got to the part where she's like, do you want to maybe start dating? And you usually went straight up, no, go fuck yourself?
Yeah, I told her, we'll be friends. I didn't tell her to go fuck herself.
Dick.
They're actually all very cool with it,
That's rough,
surprisingly. They're all like, yeah, We will be friends. Actually, if anything, I felt like Haru's was the most heartbreaking, rejecting her, because, like, she really almost, like, I felt like her hopes and dreams were really pinned on me, and I said no, and, yeah. That one made me feel like a dick. Kasumi's is like, oh, you're so cute. I couldn't date you. I'm your senpai. Dummy. Silly head.
Baka.
Cries later alone.
Yeah. That addition to the game, it's just like blows Persona 4 Golden out the water. And Persona 3 FES already wasn't great as an addition, and then Persona 5 Royal is just like, get out of here, kid.
But then they had the Persona 3 PSP version.
And that was even worse.
Oh, you talk about the ladies were like, yeah, I can play as a girl.
You know what I hated about...
Inclusivity.
I mean, sure. But you know what I hated about
Why
the
did
PSP
that
version?
win the award?
First of all, I hate that Alex is doing this for it. But you know what I hate about the PSP version? It's a point and click thing. When you're like adventuring in the city, it's like, oh yeah, I'll just go here, and then it just puts you there, and then you make a choice in a menu. I want to run around in the city.
I mean, hey, it's on the PSP,
and that's why I don't like the PSP version.
I just wish they had that inclusivity in all the other games. Why can't you be two different choices of main character? Pokemon does it. Not that they're a dating sim. But think about that for your next game, Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon.
You know, I'll play
dating option?
Yeah.
We all know who they would
How
go
did we get
for.
here?
I don't know.
Look at this man. He's the one who leads us astray.
I was talking about games I'm still working on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, he was talking about the time commitment to the game.
Yeah.
And all I could think of during that was, man, imagine trying to play Eve then for Alex.
Eve?
Yeah, Eve Online.
Oh, yeah, fuck that.
The game where it tells you need 12
agree with
hours
that.
just to learn the basics.
Yeah, I don't got that kind of time.
I know, I was just like, yeah.
Why do you think I've never played it?
Alright. We're going to go into our game now.
Yeah.
Everyone
Can someone
wanna play
explain
a
this
game?
game again? Because
have
I
fun?
completely
We're going to
forgot.
play 20 questions, but it's going to be about video game. Should we do video game characters specifically, or just like...
We'll do characters. Yeah,
Okay,
make
okay.
it a little simpler. So if you've never played 20 questions, basically, let's say, for example, Quinn is
Okay.
thinking of a video game character. We, as a group, Trey and me, we need to ask leading questions to figure out what character this is.
Okay, I already got my character in my
Quinn
head
can
for when I
only
do
answer
this, too.
yes or no.
Okay.
So they have to be yes or no questions. So we should each write a character down. You got it?
Yeah, I got
okay.
it.
Can I get a pen?
Yeah, here's a pen.
Hey, thanks, pen.
And I will also write a character down. I will think about it.
Me too,
I'm gonna think
I'm
of a
gonna.
character.
Oh, I want the world to know what my character
I got one.
is, but you have to guess it.
Okay.
My character's being hard to get.
Let me make sure I got the name right. But Quinn, do you want to go for, or should we do yours first since you didn't write it down? Maybe.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with mine first.
So who wants to ask the first question? You or me, Alex?
I'll ask the first question.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Is your character a boy?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your character from an RPG?
Yes.
Is your character from a game made in the last 3 years?
That's a good question. I don't remember. Give me one
I was gonna say
second.
modern, but that's like so vague.
Yeah, well, that would be vague.
I'm just going to put checks for each question we ask.
That's a good idea. Let's see.
You said the last 3 years?
Yeah. Feel free to.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, is your character from a PlayStation 4 game?
Yes.
Is your character a father?
No.
Okay.
How many questions is it so far?
That's 5.
Okay. Asking the real question.
I want to also fill the dead air. So.
Is your character tall?
No.
We said RPG, but is it a JRPG?
No.
Okay.
Is your character from a Square Enix game?
Wouldn't that automatically make it a JRPG?
Oh, maybe you're right.
Almost.
Oh, almost.
Because it's Japanese, right?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't remember who it was.
Does your character have like powers?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm asking good questions.
I just don't know how to get to where we're trying to get to.
Yeah. We still got some time. We're at 9.
We got 9 questions in. Come on, you got this. Too bad we're not writing down what you asked.
That's fine. We can remember that. Fudge.
Ooh, fudge. I like the fudge.
Yeah.
That's good.
You said that to me earlier today too.
That's good.
He likes fudge?
No, yes, fudge. I like fudge. I just messaged Alex out of the blue. Hey.
Can you stop us for some fudge?
Does your character travel the world?
Yes.
Is your character human? Oh, okay. Thought I might have been wasting a question there, but
No.
Is your character a protagonist?
Let
me change my question. Is your character a playable character?
No.
oh, well, I'm
You're lost now?
Is your character a villain?
No.
You shouldn't have done that when he was hesitating on protagonist.
Yeah. But
Well, it was like protagonist. That could mean a few things.
let's see the protagonist is like, oh yeah.
You know storytelling. You know what a protagonist is.
Yes, I know what a protagonist is, but it can vary. Okay.
Not really.
Yes, it can.
Protagonist is the person that we're following in the story.
Depends on what
Or
story
the
you're following.
people, whatever.
That's exactly the problem.
We got a lot of.
It's male.
It's male, not a father. It's
Not
also
a
not a
father.
human.
Not human. It's an
Uh,
RPG.
Not JRPG.
Yes, not a JRPG.
He's not a villain. He's not a protagonist. He's not playable.
Is your character reliant on technology?
No. How many questions is this?
14.
14. All right.
I'm not feeling good. RPG.
There's so many it
there
could be,
is,
boys.
but I'm thinking of what Trey would play.
What would he pick?
But it was the PS4, remember?
That's true. It was a PS4. It's an RPG.
Would I even know this character? Like, is it from like a Souls game?
Is it from a Souls game?
Mm-hmm.
No. Come.
Or we gotta
What did
narrow
Trey
it down.
play on the PS4?
I don't know. To my knowledge, nothing.
I played a few games on the PS4.
At least one.
At least one. I mean, you're not fucking wrong. Clearly. Come on, Quinn.
I don't know where to go from
And
here.
he's not relying on technology. We're running out.
I guess I'll give a hint. You threw yourselves off with one of your questions.
Great.
I mean, it's not gonna help then.
Oh god, just because it's an RPG doesn't mean anything.
I don't know. I mean, it's Quinn's turn, so I have to let
We're
him
waiting
think
on
about it.
I'll let you do another question.
Are you sure? I feel like I've wasted a couple
That's fine,
questions.
go for it. Because I can't think of anything.
Okay.
I'm wasting time.
All right.
Precious time.
Is the game rated M? Like, I need to know what. I don't even know what genre of game we're in. Is why I'm asking.
Well, RPG.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but like, where? Like, I don't know what style. I don't know what I'm looking for. Like, it's so broad.
The rating was...
This is harder than I thought.
I think it
would
was your
be.
human question that he's talking about.
Really?
What is the rating? I believe it was M, though.
Okay. Did that help you, Quinn?
Not at all.
Or Peggy 18.
Okay.
Not at all.
How many questions is that now?
16.
Got 4 more question, boys. You got this.
I don't
You're
know.
stumped right now, but you're getting close.
Yeah, we're gonna get it right on question 20. Let's go.
You might. You just gotta ask the right questions.
What's the right question, though?
Just gotta ask them right questions. Just gotta run
It's
through
an
your
RPG
mind.
on a PS4. I can't even think
I'll
of
say,
any.
just gotta think of PS4 stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, you gotta think of something though, Quinn.
Let me say this: there was 2 questions you asked that kind of threw you off.
Is both of my questions?
That literally doesn't help at all. Saying that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
It's probably the human question, because it's probably like something that's resembling a human, but it's actually not a human. Oh,
yeah.
I'm Trey and I'm a douche.
Stop being a douche. What?
Unless it's an android. Detroit become human. Let's go.
Is that an RPG?
No.
Was that PS4? It was,
It
wasn't it?
was.
Yes, it was
PS4.
PS4.
That was a fun game. I should have thought about that.
That's the only game I know he played on the PS4.
He
Hey.
played God of War. Well, we already figured out
He's
it's
not a
God of
father.
War. I mean, unless
Not
it's
a father.
Atreus, but he's not tall.
Not tall. Oh yeah, unless he's saying he's a god. He's not a human.
I
Yeah,
did also play
yeah.
Demon Souls.
I asked if it was a Souls game.
Yeah, you did. Is this character from God of War?
Yes.
See, I thought it was actually. That's why I asked, is he a father?
Yeah.
If he's
And that's
not-
why you threw me off, because I'm like, oh, it's not a father, whatever. It's
There's
not God
plenty
War.
of
Then I'm
characters
like,
in
wait
that
a minute,
game.
there's more
though.
going on here. And you only played God of War.
There's plenty of characters.
So it's
there,
God of War.
though. You gotta
Yeah.
narrow it down.
Is well, okay. Well, should I ask if he's a child?
It's a boy. It's not
Cool.
tall.
I mean, so,
Just say.
do we think it's Atreus?
Just ask, does he use a bow?
Does he use a bow?
Yes.
Oh, I think we got it.
I think we might have this one.
Yeah.
Is his father Kratos?
I can't answer that.
That's a yes or no question.
Yes.
Alright, this is question 20, Alex. Get it.
Is his name Atreus?
God, fuck. Yes.
See, originally when I was asking, is he a father?
And that-
I was thinking God of War.
Yeah.
You said,
And
is
then
he
when
a
he said-
boy?
when
I
he
was
said-
just like, oh shit.
When he said no, I got drawn away from God of War.
Yeah. I was really
You're
thinking
lucky
God of War.
Quinn remembered exactly what I played on the PS4.
Yeah. We talked about it earlier today too.
Yeah. No, I know we did. That's why I was like, this might give him a hint, but whatever.
Alright,
By the way, it's 2018 when it came out. It was a year off of the 3-year mark.
Okay.
That's why I said that one misled it. Plus the is he human?
you
I
or
was
me.
like,
You or me.
You can go.
he's
Okay.
a god dash
Well,
frost giant.
Then
So
go ahead. Let's start with Alex.
Oh, and me?
yes.
Okay. Is he a boy? Are they a boy?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. I will.
Is it an RPG?
No.
Okay, not an RPG, not a boy, and is a boy or male.
Are they human?
No.
Now I feel like that's not a good question to ask, but
No.
No.
not a human. Mm-hmm.
Are they fast?
No.
Please, Mark. I don't have anything.
Yeah,
more.
I got it. Did the game come out in the last 3 years?
No. Well, yes, actually.
So it came out in the last 3 years, and he seemed to have to think about that. So it must have been within that 3
It's
years.
a boy, but not a human.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Mhm.
It is a boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Is this person educated?
No.
So they didn't go to school, so it's none of the Persona games.
Are they an animal?
Yes.
It could still be a Persona game.
Morgana.
That's what I'm thinking. Well, hold on. You said it's not an RPG,
Not
right?
an RPG.
So never mind. RPG, animal. Man, I'm drawing a blank right now.
We try to figure out what kind of game it is first.
Yeah. Just to clarify, RPGs also fall under JRPG. Just
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not an RPG at all. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just making sure we didn't have to waste a question.
Yeah, that's because you guys wasted JRPG on an RPG one as well.
We did.
We did the opposite.
I'll ask, is it a shooter?
No.
Okay.
No, that didn't come out within the last 3 years.
It's an older game. He said.
No,
Yeah.
I said it did come out last
Oh,
year.
why'd you say it didn't? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Never mind. Is it a platformer?
Yes.
Trey's favorite genre of video game?
Yeah, this is gonna be rough for me. What animal that's doing platforming came out within the last 3 years? Let's rewind. What's a famous platformer that has animals?
Sonic.
I know that's why I asked if you went fast.
Let me think. What else is a platformer that came out
I'm trying to
the last
think.
couple of years? I don't know if I know the game. If that's the case.
It's platformer. That's the problem for me. Trying to think of what Quinn would have played.
There's a lot.
Okay, let me continue to narrow this down. Is this like a retro style or more?
It's a yes or no question.
Oh yeah, is this retro style? Like the look of it, is it retro? It's taking a moment to think about this.
Yeah.
So which means it's kind of a mix. Probably updated retro.
Yeah, I'll just say yes.
So, does that mean it's like a 2D platformer, do you think? That's 10. What do you think?
You wouldn't choose the one I played, right?
The bunny one?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Okay.
This is really tough.
I was trying to like ask a question where you're like, do you fight any enemies or do you just like?
Well, is there combat?
Is there combat?
Yes.
Soft yes.
Man, no one likes them soft.
I'm struggling.
I am too. So there's minimal type of combat. It's an animal. It's a platformer. Is it only on console?
Well, now I have to pick up my phone.
So it might be only console game then, which means he played it on console.
Okay.
Because he was said no if he did play it on PC. So he played it on a console. It's a platformer with animals. Are you looking things up?
It is. Wait, what was the question?
I was trying to see. No,
What
sorry.
was the question?
Man, I'm forgetting right now.
Was it on console?
Was it only on console?
No.
Okay, but he did play it on console.
I was trying to see if it was because I was looking at my game for mine. And I was like, don't know what we picked. You know, like.
Oh yeah. That's. I don't know, Alex.
So there's sort of combat. Is it like a? Is it multiplayer?
No.
So it's a single. Fuck! I don't know platformers. This is the worst. He chose the worst fucking kind of game. I try to keep it fair. Fuck. Is it a popular?
Yes.
Okay, so it is a popular game.
And you're okay.
popular, you're an animal, but all I can think of is like Banjo-Kazooie, ukulele. But they
came out recently.
Yeah, it came out recently.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to pick a new character. Cause I'm just have to expose what I had.
Why do you have to expose what you had?
Because I'm concerned that we might have the same game.
Oh
The
no!
same character?
Not the same character, but the same game.
I don't know about that. If you really think that, you would guess my character.
Well, I mean, the only thing that's throwing me off is combat.
It was a soft yes.
Yeah, I know. Right?
It's a popular.
Is balance a big aspect of this game?
No.
Okay.
Fuck.
Popular character. That's an animal.
Let's think real quick. What animal popular platformers, or just in general popular animal characters?
Popular animal character.
Sonic's out.
Yeah, there's. I don't know. I keep thinking like Tails. There's. I'm just gonna go to Smash Bros. Characters at this point. Duck Hunt, dog. There is ukulele. There is Banjo-Kazooie. There is Gex, but that didn't come
None
out
of these
recently.
came out recently, though. That's the thing.
There is that rabbit game you played.
Yeah, but there's combat. A lot of combat.
There is
Shall
Duck.
I give a quick hint?
Yes, I did as well. So please.
Comes out recently. It did have a game that came out within the last 3 years. But it's not specifically from the last 3 years.
So a
It's a
remaster.
But I don't know what game recently got remastered.
There's DuckTales. There's Goof Troop.
The Goof Troop. Oh man. Is it my question or yours?
We are on an even question. It's mine. Shit. Okay. All right. Is this character the protagonist?
Yes.
Okay, so it's the protagonist.
Like, it's like a game I didn't play or something.
How many questions have we got?
15.
Okay. And we've already confirmed it's an animal.
Mm-hmm.
Is this protagonist a bear?
No.
Okay. So it's not Banjo.
Is this protagonist a gorilla?
No.
Dang, I was thinking it was like a Donkey Kong.
I don't know. Wait. Are you talking... Is this one of the N64 themes?
Oh, there
From the
was.
Switch?
Yeah,
No.
new things
No?
that came out. Yeah, you're right. Oh, well, we're fucked. We have 2 questions left.
Oh, shit.
I just don't think we've played this game.
That could be a good question. No. I don't know. I'm drawing a hard blank on this.
We said it for sure it was animal. Was that what we said? Animal.
Yes.
We
it's
never
an
asked
animal.
anything about the rating of the game either.
Yeah.
Is that gonna
at this
help you right
point,
now?
I assume it's E, but
Well, I mean, it could have been Conkers.
that's true.
But I don't think there was a
they were
re-release of that
yeah.
yet.
Not that I know.
No, I don't think it's Conkers.
Is the rating of the game E?
Is that really your question?
I don't know, man. I don't fucking have a good. I don't know what you have. What do you? What, how can we narrow this down?
I just don't know these games because I don't play them and I have zero interest in ever playing them.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
I don't know.
Just ask a random question. Fuck it.
Okay. Have you ever talked about this game on the podcast?
No.
Damn.
Then how the fuck am I supposed to know?
That's how I would know about it.
I got one more question to ask and then we gotta guess.
Yep.
Alright. Is the protagonist a lizard?
No.
Okay, well it's not ukulele and it's not banjo.
Yeah. Conquer.
No.
No.
It's Crash Bandicoot. You both know it.
Yeah.
You both know it.
I was just watching a video for that recently too. Damn.
I was thinking, whatever.
I hate platformers and I don't like them.
I changed mine, so it's no longer my other one.
It wasn't the same game.
I know, but I feel like I gave too many hints for it.
What was it then?
It was I from Super
Monkey
Monkey
Ball?
Ball.
Oh my god.
Alright.
But I have a new one ready.
Alright, Trey, you're first this time.
I had combat?
No, it
Bandicoot?
didn't have combat. That's why I was like, there was a new one that released though, and I was like, I don't know if that one has
many games
combat.
with combat.
Yeah.
But, okay, man, Monkey Ball. Haven't played that for fucking ever.
I know. I thought it was a good one.
It is a good one.
Are you a boy?
No.
Okay.
So it's a female character.
Are you...
Mm-hmm.
Did you originally start in a game that was that's old now?
Yes.
Is this a sci-fi game?
I'd say a soft yes.
Okay.
Do you fly in spaceships?
Sometimes.
Is it a RPG?
Yeah.
Okay, it is an RPG.
Is it from the Tales series?
No.
Uh,
Sorry, I should say a soft yes in RPG. I wanted to look at the official typing of it.
Okay.
So, maybe not, but...
Can we see? Let's see. Is the character human?
No.
Okay.
Was this on the Nintendo 64?
No.
Did you play it on console?
Yes.
So he played it on console.
Mm-hmm.
Is this character the protagonist?
No.
Flies occasionally. Female, non-human.
Mm-hmm.
Semi-yes to RPG, semi-yes to fucking flying.
Well,
Semi-sci-fi.
yeah. It's hard for me to answer those. I can obviously you'll probably understand once you know it.
Is this character an animal?
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to make sure it's not some sort of android like character.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is fun being on the other side of it.
We're already 11 questions.
Oh,
We're flying through our questions.
Fuck. Well, because we originally thought Samus.
Did we?
My first question was, well,
When you said
anyways,
sci-fi?
yeah.
Gotcha.
But go on. It's an animal, female, semi-sci-fi, flies occasionally in spaceships.
Yep.
Are you a quadruped?
I mean, it's
Is your animal a quadruped?
Walks on fours.
I understand. I mean, the animal is
Okay, which means the person itself doesn't, which would mean, but it's not Star Fox, because that Star Fox is sci-fi.
Yeah, Star Fox is definitely sci-fi. And it wouldn't be Star Fox, it'd be Falco. If he did do that.
Well, it would be
But it's not that, so don't
Star
worry.
Fox Adventures Crystal. If I hit it on the head, I'll laugh.
That's kind of annoying that you said that, though.
I'm sorry.
what do you mean?
Because
It's technically semi-RPG.
It's technically
technically
RPG.
semi-sci-fi
Technically
because they're
sci-fi.
not technically
and they
flying.
they
everywhere.
sometimes fly
Flying
in a spaceship.
Do you want to? Is that what you want to guess?
No, well, we still got questions to ask.
How about go ahead.
No, it was your turn.
No, was it?
Yes.
Didn't I just ask quadruped? And
Oh yeah, you did. Is the creature a fox?
I think so.
Is it crystal?
It's Crystal.
Okay.
Is she a fox? Oh.
Yeah, she's a fox.
Whoa,
Um,
man! I read that.
Yeah, see, that's why I was like, it's
it has
kind
to
of
be
a
a game
sci-fi.
I played for me to know anything.
I'd say the normal franchise is, but this one was kind of a little bit more fantasy-like.
That's I can agree. That's why I was like, well, it's this hard, soft yes here, soft yes there.
And like, I was like, fox was in my head. And you're like most
it
of
would
the
be
time.
Falco, and I'm like,
Well, because it wasn't the protagonist. So I'm like, if it was Star Fox, it'd be Falco.
Crystal was
Then it's like, but then it was like, then you were like, what about Crystal? I'm like, oh.
how can you forget about Crystal?
Let me tell you, I thought about just Googling the name of that dinosaur companion right then and there.
The companion?
What is it, Rex?
No, it's like a little triceratops.
Oh, the
Right, no, but
Triceratops.
isn't his name?
I don't
No,
think
Rex is
No,
the
it's like
villain.
it's like something stupid like Ippy or something.
It's something
like that.
stupid for sure.
Oh my god, I would kill you.
I thought about it. Like
At
initially when you were talking
At
about
least
flying.
eyes would be more conceivable than a fucking like Triceratops. Tricky.
Yeah.
Dude, I played that game so much, and I would never know that character's name.
Me
Tricky.
neither.
Oh my
Fox will
god,
say it all the time.
I hate that. Well, you know why I blocked it out of my memory, right? Tricky was the most annoying part about that game.
He's like, hey, I think I can dig right here.
I'm sorry, Fox. Do you forgive me?
That was a pretty good impression of Tricky.
I mean, I think he's done that a lot because I remember him being pissed off at Tricky all the time.
Yeah.
And so was I.
I
Tricky
love
was
that
such a useless piece of shit.
That game was one of my favorites, but yeah, I just switched from II because I felt like I gave too many. Like I already told you, the platform.
I wasn't thinking of Monkey Ball at all.
Oh. Man, that probably would have been a better one too.
What was yours again, Glenn?
Crash Bandicoot.
Right. Which
No.
makes
Ow!
more sense. Yeah.
Savannah's gonna be upset when she hears this episode.
Why?
She loves Crash Bandicoot.
Man, we could have used that.
That's hilarious that I put Crash as my character.
Yeah, no, she's a big fan of Crash.
Oh,
Bandicoot.
right. We never did mention, did
And
we?
she was supposed to be.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she was supposed to be here, but
Ah, yeah.
we'll get her on a future episode. That'll be our cozy game episode. You know, we talk about some farming sims, which
Some farming sims, and we'll talk about some life stuff.
I have to tell you how she plays farming sims. I really want her to tell you.
She
herself.
doesn't fish like you do, I'm sure.
She plays them very differently. Let me
She
tell you
kills
that.
it. She raises the animals and sells them.
You know, they don't call her Crusher 95 for nothing.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no.
Yeah.
She raises the animals.
You know, people like us. You know, we play games and we try to relax. We'll play a farming sim. Like, well, let me just chill. Let me just make some crops.
Did you just say I tried to relax when I play games?
Yeah, specifically Trey. He
Trey loves his farming sim.
He's so high strung and he loves to relax by playing some farming sims.
Man, yeah, that's why I play MOBAs. That's why I play MMOs on hard, like the hardest difficulty things on MMOs.
And that's why he needs.
And I
his
chose hard on
relaxing
fucking
time.
Shimagami Sensei 5.
And then he needs to relax, and he picks the hard mode on the crops where they all just die periodically.
I don't even know if I play games to relax.
I don't know.
Okay, well, a normal person, you know, probably would. That's why Minecraft is popular, because people wanted to initially relax.
I get so bored.
For all
with
you
those.
audio listeners, I just rolled my eyes.
Look, that was the whole concept of when it came out. You're like,
I know.
It's not wrong.
Minecraft's
but
okay. I just, dunk on it because it's got so hugely popular.
I think the only thing I do to relax is I don't play video games if I'm trying to relax. I play, but I don't even play. I just read books.
I mean, that's fair. Look, I don't want to spoil how she does it. We'll talk about it whenever she comes on. But
Okay, that's fair.
it's one of my favorite qualities about her, of how she plays.
Just like how our favorite quality about you is you always go for fishing.
Oh, I love fishing in non-fishing games.
Don't like fishing
Noctis,
games.
what are you doing? We need to go see your.
Oh my
wife.
god, you never
In a minute,
did.
prompto.
You never got anywhere in that game, did you?
I just fished. I bought it on the PC, you know, to play it.
Yeah, because I wanted to do the multiplayer, and that never happened.
Because he was fishing.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll play it again,
we could
To
do that.
fish.
Yeah.
I mean, you could try the multiplayer
and,
together.
and then I'll fish.
Because I do have the game as well.
Let's try it out.
So he can fish.
Oh, I have an actual good rig now. Because my old, my computer from 2 times ago when the game first came out could not run that game.
Yeah.
I need to play that again. I got my game to play now.
Well, let's close this out real quick. Hey, if you want to reach out to any of us, we have our email, gazellehospital@gmail.com. We're always watching and ready to answer your emails. We'll even read it on the podcast if you write something interesting enough and you give us permission. You can also reach out to me individually at AfroHorsey at literally any sort of social media.
Yes.
Quinn?
At Quinn Pat Meadows.
Trey?
On literally Twitter.
Oh, just Twitter, yeah. Trey?
Hi.
You can reach Trey by a carrier pigeon.
Hey! I'd be down for that. If a pigeon hits my window, I know it's you.
Oh, gosh. No, you'd probably just be upset that a pigeon hit your window. You'd be like, what the fuck is that?
I'd walk outside and be like, what the fuck, you stupid pigeon? What do you got on you?
Dumbass bird.
Dumbass bird.
But
What's this trash? Let's get out of here.
that's pretty much it for this episode. Next week, we'll talk about Hootie Pop 3 foursomes.
We won't buy.